The world's oldest Mars water bomber is leaving Port Alberni and heading south to retire. Philippine Mars has been out of commission for 5 years after fighting forest fires for 5 decades. The company that owns the bomber is sending it off in style with a makeover and one last tune-up. CTV's Chandler Grieve has more on this very large restoration project.
As the Hawaii Martin Mars water bomber touches down on Sproat Lake to its usual fanfare, its older sister, the Philippine Mars, remains covered up and out of commission.
Well, it's been retired.
A lack of demand for firefighting water bombers has left this plane, built back in 1946 by the U.S. Navy, with little to do but show its age. But that is all about to change.
Yeah, the Philippine has been parked now for 5 years. We haven't flown, so we've decided that we have to do something with the airplane rather than just leave it deteriorate.
So what do you do with a 66-year-old that needs a new lease on life? You send it to Florida, of course, to the largest naval museum in the world.
We picked the Pensacola Naval Museum because, in fact, the Martin Mars is the only aircraft that served in the Second World War that isn't part of their collection. So we felt they were a natural, being the largest naval museum in the world.
But before the world's oldest water bomber can retire in Florida, it needs a makeover. Crews have painted the plane from red back to its original color, navy blue, and will spend the next few months making sure it's air ready for its final flight down south.
It's going to be a sad thing to see her go, but also I'm happy to see that she's going back to a museum where she can be properly displayed and cared for.
Peter KILLIN is a longtime pilot of these Martin Mars planes, and he remembers one particular summer when the Philippine was called into duty.
A significant year for me would have been 2003 when Kelowna was burning up so bad. We did right around 225 hours of firebombing between the two aircraft, and we were up on the fires in Kelowna when so much of the city was destroyed.
From fighting forest fires in BC to fighting in the Korean War with the American Navy, the Philippine Mars is well deserving of a retirement in the Florida sun. Chandler Grieve, CTV News, Port Alberni.